Well, hi all, welcome back to the channel. Well, firstly, I'd like to say a big thank you for all the support on the channel. And you joined us in northern Italy and we're heading south from here. But what on earth is happening to the weather? Let's have a look. Well, today's the day. We're leaving northern Italy and we're going to head south from here. And I sense it's the start of the really hot weather. I think we've probably got 2 or 3 really hot months ahead of us. Right, we've just stopped for a cup of tea because we need a cup of tea. But honestly, the drive today has been absolutely spectacular. Those gorgeous little towns and villages are something else. And we're in the Belluno region of Italy, heading south. When we just drove around the Tracime area today, and it's just been something else. Okay, quick stopover, ideal. It's right beside a recreational area. It's a dead end, so it's going to be super quiet tonight. I think we've got a bit of a storm inbound. It's been brewing for the last sort of 30 minutes. We need it because it's really warm and really muggy, and it's going to be a sticky night otherwise. One morning, guys. That was a heck of a night, and yet another storm. Rain still on this morning. But we're heading off this morning, heading south, and we're going to try and leave ourselves teed up to cross through Slovenia. Right, just pulled in for a little bit of water this morning. It's really handy. It's in a little car park. It's got a threaded tap, which is brilliant. And I actually keep 2 hose pipes. I keep a 5 meter and a 25 meter. And I keep the 5 meter for places like this, where it's really handy. It's by the roadside, and you know, I just keep it in the door of the cab. I can just lift it, fill up, and that's it. It's done. Well, we've got a bit of a shitty day for driving. It's wet. It wasn't forecast initially, but suddenly it said, yeah, it's gone from being overcast to wet. But we've dropped considerably. We actually dropped just over 2,000 meters in the last 2 days. Hence the reason it's got much warmer. Bizarrely though, it's raining today. But yeah, the weather forecast moving forward is actually really good. Okay, hopefully when the rain stops, we'll be able to pop into Media World and get a dash cam.
We don't want to get scammed in the Balkans. We know a couple of people it's happened to, and they've been very lucky because they had a dash cam and they can prove it's not their fault, so...
Camper van castaways.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys.
Ready?
Okay, Izzy, go. Right, well, bingo. We've managed to get ourselves a dash cam, which is great, a little Kenwood. So I'm going to have a look at that and get that installed. And we've managed to get some shade because suddenly it's gone from pouring down to really hot. I mean, it's like 33, 34 degrees right now. And we're suddenly feeling it. And I think we're going to haul up here for a day or two, get ourselves sorted for transiting through Slovenia and then into Croatia, where I think we're going to jump on a little campsite by the beach for a few days.
Have a holiday!
And have a holiday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
It's exactly what we're going to do. Right, more crazy weather.
This is... I can't believe it's raining again.
Middle of July.
I know. And we're not even in the mountains anymore. Oh well. It's cool, I suppose. It's keeping it cool. We're never happy, are we really? It's either too hot or it's too wet, too changeable. At least we're sort of fairly, what's the word, protected in here.
Well, morning all.
Morning.
Well, it is our last morning in Italy for a little while. So our plan today is we're going to obviously leave Italy and bypass Slovenia. Effectively. Well, we are going to go through Slovenia.
Yeah, we have to drive through it.
But we're not going to visit in terms of tour Slovenia. We're going to go straight to Croatia and come back and do Slovenia at another time. So we're going to transit through Slovenia, and it's only about an hour's transit along the coast, pretty much. We don't want to use the motorways, but basically we're over 3.5 tons, obviously. So we don't want to get a go box or an electronic box.
Carting one around from last year that we can't get rid of. Not from Slovenia, from the Czech Republic.
Yeah, so we've come up with a plan, or Izzy's come up with a plan, a route, to get us through without going on the
And therefore, if we go on the motorway and get arrested and thrown into Slovenian prison, it will be my fault.
There we are. I didn't want to say that,
no.
but yeah, we're in a no-blame culture, apparently. So yeah, that's the plan. So we're going to try and navigate through Slovenia without getting a go box, effectively. Get into Croatia, and the exciting news is that we're actually going to have a little break. We're going to try and get to the coast and have a few days by the water, because
see out this heat wave. And
yeah, the weather is you know, if you're watching news, it's forecast to be sort of late 30s into the 40 degrees, which is just pretty hideous.
Yeah,
and I think we're ready for a little break as well.
we thought we'd try and squeeze it in before all the schools go off and it all gets a bit crazy on the coast. I think
and that really high season.
Yeah.
So we've seen a couple of campsites, €120 a night for a campsite.
We won't be paying that.
No, we definitely won't. So yeah, that's our plan.
Yeah.
So let's see how it goes today. And there is our little dash cam. The wiring is a bit all over the place, but that's as good as we can get it right now.
I think it's right here, Phil, yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. God, they don't make that very clear, do they? No, that's not right. Yeah, okay, keep going down here. Yeah, this is right, yeah. Up here.
Okay, there we go, Chief Navigator.
And yeah, this is the road that we're on now, but you can get to the garage from the back here.
Okay, so we need a little bit of fuel, and then we're on our way.
What the prices were.
Okay, so we just filled up. That was 153.8 a litre, so significantly cheaper than Italy. Well, this has been a really simple drive so far. We've only got about 5 k's until we get into Croatia, so fingers crossed, it was a good call. Right, we're in Croatia.
We are.
So that was only 45 minutes driving time to get us through Slovenia on the A and B roads, and actually it was a really easy drive. Roads weren't too busy, and here we are in Croatia.
Only been in 5 minutes. Per toll.
So if you're not aware, there are toll roads in Croatia, and we've actually, just to make life really simple for ourselves, jumped on a toll road, and we're just about to come up to one, so we'll let you know the cost.
Go. And that wasn't too bad.
940?
940, yeah.
Yeah, that's all right.
It's very reasonable.
So that worked okay. That was about 30 minutes on the toll road for €9.40. All right, is he excited?
Yeah.
Right, we're here. We're here on our little campsite. Took a little while to get a spot. It's pretty busy, and because of our height, we tried to get somewhere with a bit of shade, and a bit of space really. So yeah, we're all set up, ideal, and we're just about to jump in the water. Okay guys, just a quick one on toll roads in Europe. You're probably aware that there are toll roads in Europe, and if you're over 3.5 tons in a lot of countries, then you've got to have an onboard unit. Some people call them a go box. There's different names for different schemes throughout Europe, and some you can use in more than one country. And we have one here, and Izzy I think mentioned it, and this is one we have left over from the Czech Republic last year. And as an example, of course we're over 3.5 tons. This was €100. Some are more, some are about 135, 150 euros, where you put a deposit on this unit, and then when you enter the country, and then you load it with credit. So I think we put 25 euros on here on a predetermined route, and then when you leave the country, you hand it back in and you get your deposit back. So in our case, we got to the end of our journey, we went to leave the Czech Republic, and there was no office to hand it in. We couldn't believe it. It was 70 k's away. Which was crazy. It was a Sunday, nowhere was open, so here we are, we've still got it. So that's it, just wanted to mention it. That's what it looks like. It sticks onto the dash. You've got some stickies on here. It has to be powered through a cigarette lighter, and it's basically picked up through satellite navigation. So hence the reason that we're keen not to get another one. If we can avoid getting one in the faff with 20 or 30 minutes, getting it registered to the vehicle and so on, then it just makes a lot of sense to transit through the 45 or 50 minutes, get out the other side, and it's nice and easy. And that is what I'm up against. Well, we're just out in the paddle boards, and it's absolutely beautiful out here today. We've come out this morning because it's pretty hot in the afternoons. We brought the snorkels with us. It's a bit murky today, but it's nice to be in the water.
Okay.
Go, go, go! Having a large vehicle like Tonka does make it difficult to explore the small villages and Croatian islands. So we jump on the scooter to explore the local village of Porac. Well, we're just walking through the streets of Porac right now, and it's beautiful. Oh, hi guys. Well, we're on the water today because it's absolutely roasting, and we've been out in the paddle boards a bit well, every day actually, because it's about 32, 33 degrees every day, so it's pretty hot. And the campsite that we're on is just behind me. But this whole coast, we actually did a little recce on the scooter, and this whole coast is actually owned by campsites, hotels or private residents, so you can't access the water unless you come on to a campsite. So it's quite nice actually just to get out and have a look from a different perspective. Izzy's ramming me. You alright?
Yeah. I didn't want to fall in on top of a jellyfish, and that would be just my luck. So I thought I'd kneel for a bit.
Ah, but it's really glorious here. So we're just about to go snorkeling. Ready?
Yeah.
There we are. So Izzy's covered in sun cream, and she's slipping all over it.
Not to the viewers at home, you can see me doing my beach whale impression.
So we've just jumped on the scooter this evening and come into Revenge, and we're getting the impression that everywhere in Croatia is just stunning. Maybe we've got that wrong, but it's absolutely beautiful here. So we're going to stop, have a bite to eat, and maybe extend our 2-week stay
Absolutely.
for a bit longer.
Yeah.
We'll see. So we've just stopped for a drink right on the water's edge in the most idyllic little spot. It's absolutely gorgeous here. We're really enjoying it, and we've got the most beautiful evening for it.
Thank you.
Perfect, thank you.
And after my own heart.
Thank you. Oh, it is like it here?
I do. Yeah, I like it a lot.
Well, that was an excellent evening.
It was.
And it's still roasting. It's like a proper Chinese laundry here today. I think this is the third load.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
We've done everything. Mats, tiles, the whole shebang.
It's my personal moment. Am I allowed to say that?
Of course you are.
It was cheap little stuff.
Right, we've got tea on the go. Right, we've had a brilliant little stay here. We've actually spent 5 nights on here, which has been great. I feel like we've really chilled, been out in the scooter, done loads of time on the paddle boards and in the water, which was just great. But yeah, today's been a bit of a day of little jobs, cleaning up, and ready for the road tomorrow. It's a really lovely little campsite. Worked out at 55 euros a night, and that's not even in high season, so I'm not actually sure what it is at the moment, but it's gonna be more than that. Okay, it's good holiday?
Yeah, brilliant. Ready to go now though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See what else is on offer.
Yeah.
So we found this park up behind this old rundown building, and I think this is going to be home for the next couple of days. Well, morning all. Well, that was a massive storm we had last night. It just kept going, but it's cleared the air, which is lovely. It's a bit cooler this morning. It's a little bit of cloud about, which we're really happy with actually, but we've been pretty sheltered in here, so I think we might have a work day today. Stop here tonight and then head on tomorrow. Okay, I think we're in for another storm. Yeah, it's moving fast. And it's coming this way. Okay. Time to close the door, I think.
I think so.
Wow.
That just happened all
It's
of a
got
sudden.
dark.
It has.
Wow, there we go.
There we go. Oh, look.
Right, we're just getting packed up. We've had 2 really good days here in terms of seeing out the storm, and we've had 2 really changeable days in terms of lots of thunder, lightning, bit of sunshine, bit of everything really. But we've been really sheltered in here, which has been great. So we're just getting sorted out this morning because we're heading to a little place called Slunj.
Which is north of here, so we're not actually that far from the coast, are we? It's north of here and a bit more inland.
Yeah, I was going to say it doesn't sound very much, Slunj, but it looks absolutely beautiful. And we've had an email from a Dutch guy and his family to say he'd love to meet up. So we're going to head there, meet them hopefully, and then head to
Plitvice Lakes National Park from there, which is not far away.
which again looks absolutely beautiful.
I think it's all fed by the same river system, which is like turquoise, that gorgeous colour that makes you want to jump in it, especially when it's really hot.
There's loads of boardwalks, and so I think we're going to try and make an early start there to beat the crowds. Yeah, right.
Nice weekend.
Let's get finished off and get on the road. Okay, we're out for a little explore. We've got this little river to my right here. And it's a gorgeous colour. Right, a little stopover, 10 euros a night without services, but it gives us really good access to the town. Well, morning all. Well, we just sat having a little bit of breakfast after our night with Gus, Monique and the 2 kids, and it was a lot of fun, and she cooked for us, and we just sat out till late having a drink, and yeah, it was lovely. But we're going to head on this afternoon, and we're going to head down to Plitvice lakes, and we're going to jump onto a little campsite because it's such a big tourist attraction. There's just no opportunity to wild camp, so we thought we'll get there early. We'll offload the scooter. We think the national park opens at 7 o'clock in the morning, so we're going to try and beat the busloads of people and be there for 7 in the morning, and then sort of go for there. Whether we spend sort of 1 or 2 nights there, who knows, we'll see. But for now, as always, a cup of tea. So we just said our farewells to Chris, Monique and their family. We've driven down the road about 40 minutes, and we've just come on to a little campsite where we're just waiting to get checked in. Camp Corana. We think it's about 40 euros. Is that right, Izzy?
I think so.
About that. So we'll let you know. Well, that's it for this week, guys. Big thank you for joining us. Love to know your thoughts. Leave us a comment, and of course, we'll see you next time. Bye for now.